a lot of us, I think we have gone through implementation of ERP software or financial software somehow or other in terms of your business operations, right? Some of it, the implementation good, some of it maybe not so good. You have, I think, a lot of war stories to share. But in terms of Business by Design, why we are proposing this is because SAP Business by Design, number one, is our full public cloud solution from SAP. So when we say it's a full public cloud solution, it means that it is fully maintained by SAP in our data center, right? So what happens later on, you'll see is that you do not need to worry about infrastructure. You do not need to have an IT person to help you maintain the system, right? Apart from that, three key items here or three key values that I wanted to share. First, fast time to value. Second, comprehensive. And third, 360-degree view. What exactly do we mean by fast time to value? In terms of a cloud application, SAP Business by Design already comes with what we call standard best practice scenarios. When we say standard best practice scenarios, example, in your company, you have an order to cash process. You have a procure to pay process, right? No, I want to do a purchase requisition, get the approval from there, convert to a purchase order, do the three-way matching, and so on. So that's what we mean by processes. In by design, these are already inbuilt. That means you do not need to build from scratch. And what happens here is that we provide you with 39 processes already in place. And how do we actually say that, no, I want to use this process I do not need for now, maybe later. That's where in the system, later on, you'll be able to see is that we can do a scoping. A scoping meaning to say that we do an interview or workshop with you as a customer and say that, okay, Mr. Customer, do you need marketing? Do you need sales? Do you need services? So from your answer, what we will do is that in the system, we just do a tick. And whenever we do a tick at the back end, the processes will already be activated. That's what we mean by you don't have to build from scratch. Compared to other systems, you have to tell them, okay, this is the process I want. Then they start building process 1, process 2, process 3, and so on. So that will take a bit more time. And because of these business scenarios that's already inbuilt, why we say fast time to value is because in terms of implementation, just to share with you what we have seen from our implementation so far, it takes about 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months for you to start.
The strength of Business by Design, or BYD as we call it, lies in these 4 key items. So number 1, it's a suite in a box. Number 2, it's insightful. Number 3, it's built for growth. And number 4, there's always continuous innovation. Being a suite in a box, it has all these built-in functionalities, and you really are leveraging the best industry practices that you have available. You know, you're coming from, for example, like a manual system going into ERP. Of course, you will be needing to standardize your process, as Alex has discussed earlier. And when you have all these transactions, when you have these all within a single system, you have all the data in a single location. You could get insights. You could get like a bird's eye view of how the company is doing. Hence, you can make data-driven decision. Hence, it's insightful. And third, of course, it's built for growth. So you can have a business that grows with you. You can have a business. You can start with simple processes and just grow it, and just grow it. Just add on the functionalities as your business needs would grow. And of course, there's always continuous innovation, as Alex has previously mentioned. There's quarterly updates, and you are already included in that update once you start using the system. And of course, it's always the goal is to always